right, so excuse me. All right, Mashapot, take a few seconds to decode this. The pagans say mountain, mountain.
I've been where I send this stuff. Break it since I send it up. Break it since I send it up. All praise. Up. I got sent from different struggles. I've been where I send this stuff. Break it since I send it up. Shoes off, ground, chin touch. Movers off, now I'm in your presence. You keep me lifted up. But of this world fake, I see that. Put me through the fire, Meshach. Face to face where I wanna be at. Through the wilderness, where the east at. Though I'm here, you meet me here too. With the captives near you. Like Ezekiel, clear view. Like Sinai, sapphire blue. And the armor like cast iron suits. Right and return her back to my own view. Flesh speaker, just keep it on mute. Shema Yasharah, YAHAWAH, Allah, Nu, YAHAWAH. Only listen to YAHAWAH speak, that's the truth. You send a blessing, some back at you. That's Abraham and that's Genesis. That's chapter 12, that's verse 3. That's Major Damage, let's finish this. Yes, we the 12 can't curse me. If you did, he reimbursed me. That's Balaam, that's Balak. I see a star, he encouraged me. He come from the east like Jersey and set in the west like Curry. And his mom, I'm in here submerging by an ark with a mercy seat. 2 cherubim, no burning me. Just YAHAWASHA, he the perfect sheep. I observe the vine like botany. Don't bother me, stop calling me. If you're not in Yah, get off of me. If you're not in tribe, can't walk with me. Got a stick with a clip in it. Once Ephraim rise, watch the sticks click. We Yah's him and you ain't in the word. Don't be surprised if you miss this. Spirit in the room, I can feel it. And of olive oil, we dripping. Lots tied, yes, they wanna clip it. Yah's wine pouring, can't sip it. No concubines, no mistress. Just a queen, that's a privilege. Yes, Yasharallah, that's scripted. If it say it, gotta live it. On a mission to existence of this image. This is Babylon, this is a scrimmage. Here's a witness. In the wilderness, the devout make it or they children. Just a remnant. We zealous, not religious. We Israelites, not Christians. We meek, not vicious. We Romanized in prison. It's YAHAWASHA, not victors. It's Hanukkah, not Christmas. If you in the world and you feel this up. I got sent from different struggles. I've been where I send this stuff. Break it since I send it up. Shoes off, ground, chin touch. Movers off, now I'm in your presence. You keep me lifted up. But of this world fake, I see that. Put me through the fire, Meshach. Face to face where I wanna be at. Through the wilderness, where the east at. Though I'm here, you meet me here too. With the captives near you. Like Ezekiel, clear view. Like Sinai, sapphire blue. Halawah, Barakatah. Basham, YAHAWASHA. Now it's not the time for us to be afraid. I'm speaking to myself too. Can somebody name a time we called upon our father Abba and he hasn't came? Messiah told us right here, it's just the birth and pains. Isaiah 54, fear not, don't be ashamed. Our God don't mess around, these burden pains are not in vain. He bring us to deliverance, we headed to the wilderness. It's always been a battle, Yaakov versus everything. I'm waiting for my cane, bright lights, eternal rain. 7 seals, earth and flames, 7 trumpets ain't remain. Big bang, angel sing, wormwood, malachane. Stay inside his covering, they say do call upon his name. In them days, be as pilgrims, got to move in faith. Job 3, ashes like a base, a third upon the face. Lions eating hay, I be Yah, what is this place? Thing I would've gave if in my covenant Israel remains. No more ringing shots, the only bodies dropping opposition to Yah. Isaiah 65, the righteous eat, the wicked will starve. We'll put faith beside a chariot, tango and chop. We put our faith beside a Yah, he attacks enemies abroad. Put down the port pork chop, so you might turn a slot. I'm talking about those who don't know the truth, not those who's in the law. Our God is gracious and filled with mercy. I mean, look, we alive, but He makes sure to let us know whenever we crossing the line. The sights you see may give you fear. If Allah speaks, we lend the ear. They should've always be. Ain't no food upon that plate, though the righteous He don't forsake my all, but told us to be. You could have that ammo stock, but without it, you trust in Yah. It's time we all just be. Yeah, we in them times. Yeah, listen. We in them times, yes, we in these lines. We walking out these scrolls. Y'all help us to endure these trumpets and these seals. Escape your bows. The land is thinking, I'll take your hand and wave it at your nose. Even if we are afflicted, endurance in us like Job. 13, 15, cause love endures through all the blows. He made His people promises, best believe He gon' keep their soul. And for the ones who die, just open Revelations, and it shows that they in our house petitioning. They right before His throne. Don't care if you on your last, keep on pushing, watch that pass. Tribulations ain't forever. The wicked one day will pass. They don't repent, they'll turn to ashes. Keep on pushing and be. Them demons torturing your soul because they cowards. Just be bold, family, take it to the throne. Yeah.
All praise to the great I am. I'm going to have that in my ear when I'm going through these nations. All praise to the great I am. Anybody want to give the translation in the Ibaryam language of this word?
Kanye, I can try. Is it Harash or Harash?
Why you're putting the SH on there? What makes you do that?
Because I'm looking at the chart and I see the resh, the name. Yeah, that's
Yeah, so that's going to lead to errors. That's not a resh, that's a ra. That's the head of a man, that's the ra.
raw. Okay, got it.
That resh is Yiddish, and that Yiddish leads us into a ditch. We can't, and this just to help everybody. You can't make up a language with words. You have to make up a language with sounds. So when they put those, they actually turn a letter into a word. That's erroneous, because you don't hear that resh sound or phonetics in any word. But when you say ra, we have multiple endless amount of words. You can hear the ra sound. So when they put those words on our characters, it's straight erroneous. It's Yiddish. Those symbols are sounds to help you speak. And resh, you can't speak with resh. Like you won't hear resh. That phonetic resh would not be uttered in any word. So that's the Yiddish. That's what messed you up. But great try. Great try. Anybody else want to help him out? Bring him on in.
HAR or HARA?
Khan, HAR or hurrah. We're not sure. We're not going to be perpetrating a fraud, like my father used to say. We're not sure when to put that last syllable on the end of the word. So it's either har or hurrah, because we know the head of the man has the ra sound. It has an inherent short a too. I just cut it off and said har, but it could be hurrah. We won't know for sure till we get restored by our king. But this is our word. The pagans would say mountain, and anybody want to just process why would our ancestors use these two characters? That first character that's giving us the ha sound is a man with his hands raised. That's the ha, and it's obvious. You can tell there the English H is pretty much right there. So that's the ha sound, and you hear your breath coming out, and then the head of the man is just a ra sound. So har or hara. Why does this make sense for mountain? Anybody? Somebody popped up in the chat.
Olivia,
Shalom. Oh,
sorry, Olivia's in the chat. She said first, so she said hurrah. I don't know if this is right, but I'm thinking about the man meeting with the chief on the mountain, like Moses, Elijah, YAHAWASHA. etc. Meeting Yah on the mountains to get revelation, pray, etc.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yep, she's right on point. She's right on point. Who else you seen next? Because I wasn't in the Zoom. I seen the Rye got his hand up. Then your shark came in. Was you able to track it?
Uh, Yashar.
Con, I was gonna say like a place to worship the chief.
Con. And for those who don't understand, you will always, it's our culture and it's inside the text. We try to go to a high place to offer worship, to make your altar. So that's the way he's processing that is culturally on point. We always try to go to a high point and build an altar to worship or pray to the Most High. And then where is it at in Job? Job chapter 1, it says the sons of Yah came to present themselves before Yah. So the way Yashar is processing that is culturally correct. Great job, Bob. Who else I see Nariah and then Lawaya came in, I believe.
Yeah, Nariah.
Can I be heard clearly, y'all? I'm trying to get to a good place. It's not as loud.
Yeah, you pretty clear. It's a little muffled, but I could hear what you're saying.
Okay. Mine was just kind of simple. I looked at the ha in a couple of different ways. I used it as a suffix as well as the revelation. But I just looked at it as the top, because according to our bodies, our head is the top of our body. So I just looked at the top of the Arataza, or the body of the earth, the tops would be mountains. Um, but I also looked at it as the revelation of the chief, but in context of a mountain, I just considered it as the top. And it made me think of, though, the phrase when people celebrate, like climbing Mount Everest or something, you'll hear people say hooray or hurrah, and they'll like start, just celebrating their achievement. So I just started thinking about all those things.
That's my that's the way I did it. I said to reveal or behold the top. So that's how I did it. And then when you just said that, what came to my mind, I know everyone here probably remember the very first Rocky. He's running up the steps in Philly, and what he do when he got to the steps? He threw his hands up. He finally was able to run up them steps. Them steps. If you
That's
guys never been,
exactly right. Yep.
you remember that
Yep.
movie? So if you guys never been to Philly, this like I guess it's their downtown. One of their government buildings. These steps are just continuously. And when Rocky first started training, he was smoking out of shape, so he couldn't make it all the way to the top. Then when he finally got in shape, he was able to run up those steps. When he got to the top, he threw his hands up in victory. So when you said that, that's just what I pictured. All praises. Great job. Me and you was definitely in sync with this one. I processed it just like you did. Lawaya, you got something up?
And I was basically saying the same thing, but a different way than Orion said. I was saying the peak. So he said the top out. He was saying I was like the head, because of the head of the man. So yeah, all praise.
All praise. This what I try to do. Make something so we all can see it, and it's not hard. You don't have to spend all that money with these classes. These people offering a bunch of garbage. It's just being restored to our roots. We can see why our ancestors would say HAR for a mountaintop. The man's on top, and you can see the whole little city. You can see everything on top. You can see the valleys. You can see the little like what we say what's that word for the shopping areas. What the word escaping my mind right now. Like we call them swamp meats, but if you're on top, you can see the whole little layout of a city. Everything is revealed to you. Everything is revealed to you. All praises. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Con, I had high peak, and then I had the man or the chief worships because they worship on mountains. Then I had man looks up, and then because you looking up to the sky, and then I had high top or high beginning, And I use the word high because just like those fast flying birds, it uses that um, high, that ha symbol, because you look up and the birds are in the sky. So the mountain peaks or mountain tops are in the sky, and you have to look up to see them. So that's what I came up with.
All praises, all praises. I mean, this thing just, it's a wonderful thing to see people just come back to the culture. This thing is not hard. This thing is not hard. Just you gotta put your time in, and it's just the Most High. He gave us a simple way of life, a simple way of life. Anybody else? Anybody else see something different? All right. So this is our word. I thought it would be a great exercise to rehearse and exercise our Shemitic minds. Har, behold the top, behold the man, behold the chief. Like we said, we worship on mountains. Our city Zion is on a mountain. Like that's why I hate to hear the brothers try to talk about the Caucasus Mountains, and that's where the Europeans come from. It's like, bro, like, you sound so illiterate. We live on a mountain. Zion is Mount Zion. We live on a mountain. We live on a mountain. We're from the mountain. So all praise to the great I am. This is our word today, Har or Hara, and the pagans translate it as mountain. And when you learn the glyphs, Ya Allah, hope that made sense why we don't use the Yiddish, those Yiddish labels. Those Yiddish labels don't help us speak because we can't. What they say the ha is, they call it the ha. What do they call the ha? Heth or
Hey,
something?
I think it's
Hey,
Hayes.
they call it a ha hey, right? And so if we use their labels hey and resh, there's no way we're going to be able to pronounce this word. Like hey resh, like if we use their labels, this word should be hey resh. Like, but you know, you don't use words to speak. You use sounds or phonetics to speak. So putting the ha with the ra, saying har or hara, is just culturally it's correct. We're Yasharala. We don't follow. We no longer follow the Greeks or the Romans. So I hope that makes sense, Ya'ala. So if you have those Yiddish labels, they're just going to cause confusion. They're just going to cause confusion. Any other comments or questions before we continue on? Just in the Barya context of mountain is to see the top, to be on top. Everything you guys were offering is culturally sound and correct. Some of y'all went to the deeper level saying that we worship Yah on a mountain or we try to meet Yah at a high, pinnacle, and that's correct as well. On the surface, the man is beholding the head, the top of the mountain. So however you guys, continue the process, you're seeing your growth, you're seeing the progression, and that's what it's all about. All praise to the great I am. Want to get back into oaths and